this project, I am using the brand I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby, and I am using an eye hook. Alright, to start out, we are going to make a slip knot, and then we are going to chain 48. Alright, once you're finished with that, you're going to slip stitch into that very first chain that you made. Make sure that you do not have your chain twisted. And then after you slip stitch, you are going to make one chain. So this is what that will look like. Make your chain 1. Alright, and then we are going to half double crochet around. So half double crochet in that same stitch as your chain, and then you'll put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. So at the end you will have 48 half double crochets made. Okay, and once you have finished those 48, you'll slip stitch to the very first half double crochet that you made. Alright, don't forget to put your chain 1 at the beginning of this next round. So for round 2, we are going to work behind the back post of our first stitch, and we're going to put a half double crochet behind that back post, and then the next stitch we are going to work in front of that post. So you go behind your piece and then put your hook in front of that post, and then pull your yarn through and half double crochet, and then you're going to continue that pattern around until you have 48 back post, front post, half double crochets. All right, go ahead and slip stitch to that last or that first stitch and chain 1. So for the next 4 rounds, that's round 3 through 6, we are just going to half double crochet in each stitch around. We are now going to start working in rows. So for row 1, you're going to half double crochet across 16 stitches. Make sure you chain 1 at the end of each of these rows. So we will now turn our work And in the first 2 stitches of row 2, we are going to half double crochet decrease. So to do this, you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert your hook into the first stitch, pull your yarn through. At this point, you'll have 3 loops on your hook. Now you're going to yarn over again and insert your hook into the next stitch. Pull your yarn through, and at this point you have 5 loops on your hook. Then you'll yarn over and pull your yarn through all 5 loops at one time. And that is a half double crochet decrease. So after we do our decrease, we are then going to just half double crochet in the next 12. And at the end of the row, we are going to half double crochet decrease over the last 2 stitches. We are going to repeat the same thing for row 3. So you're going to decrease over the first 2 stitches, half double crochet in the next 10, and then decrease over the last 2 stitches. Alright, for row 4, we are going to again repeat the same thing. So you'll decrease over the first 2, and then half double crochet the next 8, and then decrease over the last 2. Alright, for row 5, this will be our last decrease round. So again, decrease over the first 2, half double crochet in the next 6, and then decrease over the last 2. For the last 2 rows, you are just going to half double crochet across. So you're just going to put 8 half double crochet in each row. Alright, and that finishes our front panel of our diaper cover. So at this point you can just finish that off, and we will be reattaching the yarn for the back panel next. We are now ready to start the back panel of our diaper cover. So with the front panel facing away from you, you're going to want to skip the next 6 stitches. In the 7th stitch you will attach your yarn, and then you will half double crochet over the next 20 stitches. Again, don't forget to chain 1 at the end of each row. So go ahead and turn your work and flip that front part down so it's out of your way. The first 2 stitches we're going to decrease across, and then we're going to half double crochet in the next 16 and then decrease over the last 2. For row 3, we are going to half double crochet, decrease, half double crochet in the next 14, and then decrease in the last 2. For row 4, we are going to half double crochet decrease over the first 2, half double crochet in the next 12, and then decrease over the last 2. For row 5, we are going to decrease, half double crochet 10, and then decrease over the last 2. Again, in row 6, we'll decrease over the first 2, half double crochet in 8, and then decrease in the last 2. And round 7 is our last round, and again we will decrease over the first 2, half double crochet 6, and then decrease over the last 2. Alright, we are going to finish this off by cutting a long tail, and we will use that tail to sew our front and back panels together. So go ahead and finish that off, and before we do that, we are going to weave in all of our other ends. Okay, now that we have that finished, let's go ahead and grab our needle and let's sew the front panel and the back panel together. So go ahead and thread your yarn, and then you're just going to weave back and forth through the matching stitches for the back panel and the front panel. So just go through to the front, and then the next one go through to the back until you go all the way across, and then you'll weave that end in as well. All right, go ahead and cut that yarn. And this is what it looks like so far. The last part, we will be making the lining for the leg openings. All right, so I already did the first leg for you, so you could see what that looks like. We are going to use the front post, back post stitches like we did at the beginning on the waist part. So I'll show you how to do the second one, and then you can pause the video after that to do your second leg opening. So let's go ahead and grab our yarn, and then we can go ahead and get that attached. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go ahead and half double crochet evenly around 28 times. So you're going to have 28 stitches in this round. All right, now that you have round 1 finished, you're going to slip stitch to the first stitch, chain 1, and then we're going to do the same back post front post work that we did in the waistband. So start with your back post half double crochet, so go behind the post and then just make your half double crochet like normal, and then in the next stitch you'll do your front post, and then you'll just repeat that pattern all the way around till the end of the round. So you have 28 front post and back post half double crochets. Alright, and we're going to finish that off with a slip stitch to the very first one we made in round 2. And then we're going to go ahead and cut our yarn and weave that in. Alright, and we are finished with our diaper cover, and this is what it should look like. And you can add embellishments or little flowers or anything to make it cute. Thanks for watching.